been a long time since I've been able to sit in the living room and not sweat. Today is the first cool day, and I think summer is slowly coming to an end. And so I thought I would use this opportunity to talk to you about the habits that have completely changed my life as a photographer and creative person. Now, in this video, I'm not going to lecture you on how to create habits or what habits you should be doing. All I'm going to do is share with you what's been working for me, and the fact that I find myself doing these on a daily or a weekly basis has me thinking that these are indeed habits and that they are worth sharing. So without anything else, let's get into the first habit. Okay, so I'm just out here in Montjuic, just spent a bit of time at a really beautiful cafe, and the first habit I wanted to talk about is personal work. Now, if you are lucky enough to have photography or creativity as your career, I think it's really important, I've been finding, to make sure you make time and prioritize your personal work. You're not always going to have the opportunity to earn from the work that you absolutely love, at least at the beginning. And so prioritizing personal work for me has been really important. The way I've found recently to feel inspired with personal work is to shoot on film. And that's exactly what I'm out here doing today. It's been a really fun experience trialing out film, and it's gotten me excited to prioritize my personal work. And the key takeaway for me has been that the personal work actually helps either get more commercial work and paid work, but also keeps me engaged and actually enjoying photography. So the next habit I want to share with you is writing, specifically me writing my weekly Substack. Now, I've been doing this for about 2 years now, every Saturday morning, and I find myself writing these newsletters just as much for myself as I do for my readers and the people who might discover it. Now, I've never been much of a writer, but every week explaining a new concept or sharing the things I'm enjoying right now has helped me better understand the things I'm talking about and also connect with a whole different type of person who prefers reading over scrolling, for example. Now, I've also been finding the benefit of writing has extended beyond just building a Substack newsletter. For me, writing emails to clients, putting together pitches where I need to explain my ideas, the habit of writing has really helped in many different ways for me. Now, I'm not saying you need to go out and create a Substack to get into this habit. It can just start as simply as writing in your notes app whenever you've got an idea, or carrying around with you a notebook. For me, it's never been a crazy ritual. At the end of the day, I'm still a photographer. I still prefer the visuals, but staying in the habit of writing on a daily or weekly basis really has helped in a lot more areas than simply a newsletter. Now, I might be pushing it for what we can define as a habit, but for me, travel has been a huge part of my creative life. Going on trips, whether big or small, like full-on backpacking adventures or just weekends away, have done a lot for my creativity and in particular my photography. Now, creatively, travel and visiting different places has really helped open my perspective on things, seen how other people live or how other artists work. And then from a photography perspective, obviously going to unique locations, you're gonna walk away with a lot more unique photos. Now, this has been a privilege I've been fortunate enough to enjoy, and I understand depending on where you live, travel isn't as easy as just booking something and going somewhere. And so that's why I think the habit of travel doesn't necessarily need to be a long, big adventure somewhere. Something as small as a weekend away, an afternoon somewhere new. Integrating unique moments not only will help you open your perspective, but it will help you create a much broader photography portfolio. Some ways to ensure you keep up this habit of travel I found is to visit somewhere new every week. It doesn't need to be a new city. It could easily be a new cafe in a different suburb that you don't visit that often. Take it from me, as someone who used to live in the most isolated city in the world, prioritizing that adventure in your creative work really will not only extend your portfolio, but help you become a cooler person that might have a few more stories than you would if you hadn't gone. It was really nice, and yeah. One of the realities related to this kind of work is the fact that you are alone for quite a lot of time. And so I found it's become really important to schedule in FaceTimes and video calls with my friends and family. This ritual has acted as a really great way to divide up my day and also gives me something to look forward to. I've also found that it's important to enjoy the perks of working as a creative. If I had a contract job where I had to be in a certain place for a certain amount of time, calling my friends and family in the middle of the day would not be possible. So embracing these perks and integrating them into my week has been really helpful. Now, for me, one of the things I am doing pretty much on a daily basis now in the middle of summer is getting out and changing my environment. Oftentimes it's ending up at nice cafes with better air conditioning. But the reason for this I've been finding is that being in one spot throughout the day, I definitely don't get the best ideas, and I kind of get exhausted of just sitting behind my computer editing. So today I'm out with my friend Pablo, we're doing a bit of work, and it's also a great opportunity to share ideas and just talk about projects we are working on. Another great place you could go to is investing in a co-work. Here in the city, it is a little bit more expensive, but doing like a one-day pass to different spaces has been really cool to meet some new people and to also just change my space. But I think creating the time to actually go out to new places, work where you can, has not only helped me divide up my weeks, but helped me meet new people and just enjoy more perks like I mentioned about being a freelancer. So an archive dive for me is the process of re-editing and revising previous work. I do this once a month and I try to be very intentional about it. It's usually on a rainy afternoon like today. I sit down, open up Lightroom, and I start to go through some of my older edits. Going through my archives has helped me quite a lot. It not only shows me how far I've come, but it also gives me insights into new ways I could approach different situations. I am a much better photographer now than I was 3 years ago. So looking at photos 3 years ago with my eyes today and seeing what I could have done different or how I would approach a situation differently is something I not only enjoy looking for, but are lessons I can take into new shoots. The reason I call it an archive dive and I try to create a ritual out of it is because I've found that it is very dangerous to get addicted to editing your old work. When you might not be so busy or it is rainy outside, it's easy to just go through your old files and start editing older projects. And although you do get a lot of benefits out of it, I've found that constantly going over old work kind of delays you going out shooting new stuff. Trust me, there have been chapters where I have just sat editing old work and reminiscing about a trip or previous projects, but that didn't help me get better in that time. What does help is getting out and shooting new work. So I guess the habit of archive diving is actually to avoid the habit of opening Lightroom on a daily basis to edit old work. Instead, creating a moment to intentionally go through these as the habit, I found helps me enjoy the benefits of revising my old work, but keeps me away from the dangerous habit of editing old work consistently and not shooting new things.
Dos Coca-Cola cero.
Sí, muchas gracias.
Ven, a ti. Provecho, buen provecho, mira.
Gracias.
¿En tarjeta o en efectivo?
Tarjeta, por favor.
Ahora vengo.
Muchas gracias.
Puedes al rato que quieras, Hasta luego.
So what I mean by sending that email is I've had to get into the habit of consistently sending outreach messages. Now, since moving and having to build up my network from scratch, I had to really let go of that fear. Otherwise, I wouldn't have any work. And so the habit of consistently outreaching kind of came out of necessity. Now, you could probably tell me 3 to 5 brands, people, artists you would love to work with, and you're just not messaging them. But getting into the habit of sending those emails or those DMs takes away that fear in a really unique way. When outreach just becomes a habit, you become the type of person who just sends emails when you're interested in working with someone, and you don't put so much pressure on one email or one specific person you would like to work with when that time comes around. So just having the habit of being the person who goes out and messages someone or reaches out to a brand who you think would benefit from partnering with you has been a really powerful habit. And it's not until now I make this video that I realize that it's something I've been doing. It will be scary and you will get a lot of left on reds, but I found that that's just how it goes. But being the person who makes that first step has helped me open up a lot of doors that would be shut otherwise. So those are the habits that have completely changed both my personal life and my creative career. So if you've made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, like always, just leave a comment or feel free to send me a DM. It's been really fun putting this video together, so if you did enjoy, please let me know. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video.